Hi there, my name is Marki Sparki and welcome to this tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to build this crane that you can easily use in a medieval or late medieval build, like for example in a stone quarry like I have done here, or in a construction site, any kind of storage build, or like I have done right here in a harbor. And here I've built it just a tiny bit different. Instead of the platform down there, I have anchored it directly on the ground, and in this setting the crane is used to load all the cargo onto the ships. Okay, I have loaded both of the cranes into my creative single-player world to show you more of the details. As I said before, there are two versions, one with this wooden platform down here where you can actually walk onto, and one without, where the crane is directly built into the ground. Apart from those details, the two cranes do not differ. In this design it was very important for me to give the illusion that this thing is completely movable. For once, I wanted to create the illusion that it is rotational along this axis right here, and that is done by the deep slate wall blocks down here that kind of function as like the mechanical parts down here, so it can turn. Same thing over here. This is not different for both the builds. And then we have these two big wheels here on the crane that give the illusion that for once this arm here can be moved up and down, and you can also pull on the rope right here to, well, lower or heighten this little platform right here where you have all your goods. Before we start to build these cranes, here is the material list for the crane with the stone foundation, and here's the material list for the one with the wooden platform around it. And I should mention that the amount of chain blocks can vary for your build depending on how low or high up you want this part of the crane to be. Ignore the cobblestone here, those are basically only the goods that are moved. And that can be anything for you. You can put crates up here, or yeah, wood, stone, whatever you like basically. Okay, let's start to build these things. I will start with this variant right here and build it up to this level. Then the same thing over here, and from there upwards it is the same for both builds. First we are going to grab our stone brick stairs and stone brick blocks. We are also going to need the deep slate tile walls. And for the center part here we have stripped spruce logs and spruce trapdoors. We are going to start by placing down the stripped spruce logs, and you want to have 4 of them. And then we are going to, well, basically put trapdoors all around on the 2 lower blocks. Leave the third one empty and then put another 4 trapdoors around the upper block right there. Now on the 4 corners you're going to put 2 stone brick blocks, and in between we're going to put stairs just like that on all 4 sides. And now for this moving part simulator we're going to grab the deep slate tile walls and we are going to place them all around on this 3rd block right here. And there you go. Now we're going to do the same 4 block high foundation for the one with the platform right here. And additionally to what we have just grabbed, we're going to grab some oak slabs, oak stairs, spruce buttons. Well, actually we can't grab all of the stuff that we are going to need. So let's first start with the centerpiece right there. That is basically the same thing. You're going to place down 4 stripped spruce logs just like that. And, well, do the same thing again with the trapdoors right there. Don't place them on the 3rd block, but again on the 4th block right here. And this time we're going to take the deep slate tiles and we're going to place them around the 3rd block like this. And contrary to this one where we have the stone brick blocks right here, we're going to continue the walls down from the corners just like that. And this should look like that. Actually, you can just leave it like that if you like it, or you can build the platform around it, which is what we are going to do next. So as I just said, we are going to grab oak slabs, oak stairs, additionally oak fences, oak fence gates, and oak trapdoors. And as you can see here, I have placed 5 oak trapdoors here on the platform to give it some texture. You can do that, or you can just leave it oak slabs all around, or basically do whatever you like with it. We are going to start with the corner blocks, and for that we are going to move out from the corners that we have just created right here. 1, 2 blocks, just like that, and build pillars 2 high. So again, corner block right there, 1, 2, and 2 high. Now onto these corner blocks we will place oak stairs, like on the direction where there is another one of those. This is basically where the platform is mounted onto those corner pieces. And then you can fill out everything in between with oak slabs. Another very important step right now is to figure out where you want the crane to face towards. Because for me, I have decided that I want to have the walkway up to the platform on the back side of the crane. So here underneath would be the whole of the stone quarry, for example. Let's say it is this side where you want to have the walkways. We are going to get rid of those 2 stairs and place stairs just like that, so you can actually walk up the platform. Now we have forgotten to put in the trapdoors, and I want to punch 5 holes here into the platform and just replace those blocks with the trapdoors. Now that is 4. We have a 5th one. Let's place it right here. Basically place them wherever you think they fit the best. Now we need a railing for this platform, because you never know where exactly this big hole of the stone quarry is. It could be just right there, and if you fall down here, that could mean death. So we're going to place a railing down. We're going to start with the oak fences here on the corner blocks, and next to it a fence gate, then a fence again, fence gate, fence, fence gate, fence. I think fences look better if you do it like that compared to just having fences like this. Yeah, I don't like that. So let's not do that. And place the fence all around the build. Just like that. There's one thing missing, that is the spruce buttons, and I put them here on the top block of the corner pieces on both sides. This just adds a bit of decorational details right here. And there you go, your wooden platform is constructed. Now, as I said before, no matter which one of those 2 you choose, from here on up, they are the same. So I will show you the rest of the build on this one. First, we're going to construct the beam that is going to go back here onto this part where you have all the counterweight, all the stone bricks up there. And for that, we're going to use the stripped spruce log again and basically have it boxed up with spruce trapdoors almost all around. I will use a grass block right here as a helper block. You will need a lot of helper blocks in this build, just grab some dirt for that. And we're going to start with that actually. Place one of the helper blocks right here, and then grab your stripped spruce logs and place 4 of them into the direction well opposite to where you want your crane to face towards. Now place spruce trapdoors on the first 3 blocks that you have just placed on both sides. And on the 4th block, take a spruce stair and place an upside down stair on the block on all remaining 3 sides. Grab your spruce trapdoors again, place one underneath only at the very last block, and then on the top side here between the stair blocks. This is basically where your counterweight blocks are going to go. Now here you can basically be very creative, but I'm going to show you how I did it. Grab yourself your stone bricks and place them on these 4 blocks right here. Then grab your stone brick stairs and place them, for example, like this. And you're going to see why we have created these little holes here in a second. On top, on the outer 2 blocks on both sides, place stone brick slabs. In the center, a stair and a full block, just like that. Now you don't want your counterweight to just fall off like that. Therefore, we are going to take oak trapdoors and create like a net or something that holds them up. And you can see that right here. And I've used oak trapdoors because you can nicely see inside. And that is also the reason for the stair blocks right here, because that just creates some depth. And I like that. That's just a small little detail that I think sets builds like that apart. Now we are going to take the oak trapdoor and place it on the lower block of your counterweight blocks all around. Don't place one right here where the beam is. There's going to be another block in that space in a second. And there you go. Your counterweight is done. Let's move back to the center again. On top of the helper block, leave that there for now. Put 7 stripped spruce logs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just like that. Now go down back where your helper block is, and in the front place an upside down stair against it. And from this side, from the left side of your crane, delete the helper block, place down a spruce trapdoor on the upper facing side of the spruce log down there, and close that so that it is closed from that side on the block space in there. And then here, place one of those trapdoors against that and close it up so it looks like that. This is very important because we need that space right here for this giant wheel in a minute. Now we're going to place a few more of these spruce trapdoors, still on the left side. Place 2 more on the side of your beam in the center, and then place 1 on the back side right here. Now grab yourself some spruce buttons, go to the front of that beam and place them on this side of that spruce log beam. Don't place one down here on the lowest of those blocks, but up here. So that should be 6 buttons like that. Okay, moving on to the top of that beam, grab yourself a grindstone and place it like that so it faces to the front right there. And this is where we're going to attach the chains in a minute. And close that up on all sides except for the front with spruce trapdoors. Just like that. Now we are going to build the connection piece right here from the top of your central beam to this counterweight part back here. And we're going to start with a spruce stair, an upside down stair placed against this stone brick block right here. On top of that, you're going to place a stripped spruce log and then a spruce stair facing this direction and an upside down stair against that. Place your next spruce log against this one and continue just like that. Another one of the spruce stripped logs and a spruce stair, and you should end up right up here underneath that spruce trapdoor right there. To give the whole thing a bit more detail, we are going to cover up the spruce logs wherever we can with spruce trapdoors. Down here you can do that on all 3 sides of this block. On the second block up, you're going to leave it blank on the right side of the crane, but you're going to place one on the back side and the left side, and also on the inside right here. Up here we're going to do exactly the opposite. We are going to leave blank the left side of the block, place one on the right side and on the back side, just like that. And if you're wondering why we're leaving these blank, that is because there is going to be the wheels right there. Now down here we want to have a connection from the central beam to this beam here, and we're going to do that by placing an upside down stair here above this one trapdoor that we had right here, and we're going to place a trapdoor on top of this one facing that direction so it connects right here with the beam when you open it up or close it, whatever you want to call that. Next we're going to build the arm that is extended here to the front, and for that we're going to use a lot of helper blocks, put one on top of the stair that is already there and place an upside down stair against that and continue that until you reach the height level of, well, the uppermost spruce log up there. Just like this. Now you can get rid of all your helper blocks again. And the next thing that we're going to do is grab a rail block, and we're going to place rails all along this arm. And this is a very nice detail right here, because that just looks like metal strips or ropes or something similar that is just supporting the beam right here, and it gives it like a very nice structure without making it too thick. And we're going to place the rail on top of the stairs all the way from down here to the very last block up here. However, up there we're going to need something different. You have to place the rail so this one connects to it, but then break it again. Now on this upmost stair block we're going to place a grindstone again, just the same way you placed one back there, so they face each other. And here in the front of that stair block you're also going to place one. And this just gives the illusion for a mechanical part for the rope, where you can lower or pull up this little platform right here. In between those grindstones place a stair block, just like that. Now we are going to connect the two grindstones with horizontal chain blocks, just like that. And down here you're going to place them against the grindstone, and then, well, continue that as long as you want. I will place 3 right here and have the platform hanging right there on that level. Now to build the platform down there, we're going to start with this little cage that surrounds it. Place a oak fence onto the lowest chain block that you have just placed right there, and then to the left and to the right another oak fence, and then continue those outer fences down 1 block and continue them to the front and to the back, just like that. Now in between those two right here we're going to place a oak fence gate, and the same thing here on the other side. And now continue the corner fences down 1 more. This is basically the cage. And for the little platform we are going to grab spruce trapdoors again, and we're going to place them all down here. And now what I like to, well, you barely can see anything. Let me grab a light block right here. Now I like to have them oriented all the same way, and if you were to do that and then continue them in here, then you see they don't. This one is oriented differently. That is why we're going to take a helper block again. Let's grab some dirt and place that back here. And now place the spruce trapdoor against that block and continue that all the way to the front. And now you can see they align perfectly, and that just makes way more sense. Okay, your little platform is done. Now we're going to move on to that big wheel here on the right side of the crane, and for that you're going to need a stripped spruce log, a polished blackstone button, and a few deep slate tile walls, dark oak stairs, and dark oak trapdoors. Move to the right of your crane and place a stripped spruce log on the third of the non-covered log blocks right here. Place the polished blackstone button against it and take your deep slate tile walls. Place 2 above and below this one spruce log block right here, and then 1, 2 on both sides there as well. And you should end up with a cross just like that. Now on all 4 sides of this cross you can place a dark oak trapdoor. Just like that. And now we're going to fill in the in-between blocks with stair blocks. We're going to need a helper block again. Place an upside down stair here on this lowest one. Place a helper block on top of it and another upside down stair against that helper block and get rid of it again. Do the same thing on the other side. Just like that. You got your underside of this wheel already done. Now we're going to do the same thing on top. Place a stair here on this outer wall block and on the top wall block right there, and do the same thing on the other side as well, and you got that one wheel done. Now the wheel on the other side is slightly different. Not only is it smaller, but we're going to use dark oak fences instead of the deep slate tile walls right there, and we're going to use a dark oak button there in the center. Move to the left side of your crane and place a stripped spruce log here on the center of these 5 non-covered blocks, so the third from the top or from below. place a dark oak button against it, and dark oak fences on every side of that block. Now against these fences you can place the dark oak trapdoors again on all 4 sides. Now to fill in the spaces there, place upside down dark oak stairs against the fence down here and normal stairs on top like this. And there you have it. And that is it. I hope you have enjoyed this little tutorial of a very nice crane for medieval builds. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like and consider subscribing if you haven't done that already. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.